My happy fam. So, I have an inspiration for you today that is, we'll call it personal, because I'll be honest, it's something that God has been working on me with. And He has revealed to me a lot about this subject in particular. And because I have been asking, a lot of questions of Him you're the one who made me, then why am I like this? What is going on? Why am I not aligning with what your scripture says about me? So, if you have been struggling with bitterness or unhealed trauma or anything of the sort that has been a result of something someone has done to you or said to you, or something that has happened to you, or a situation that you have endured and you're unhealed from this inspiration is for you. And mind you, this is not to bring you down. This is to enlighten you to a viewpoint that you may not be yet aware of, or maybe you are aware of it and you're thinking to yourself that maybe you're wrong, or you're struggling to try to understand why this viewpoint makes sense. I hope this helps you. Why unhealed trauma is a sin. I bet that title got your attention, didn't it? It would have caught mine. But allow me to forego the formalities and dive right in and explain why unhealed trauma is a sin. To put it simply, the way you treat others when you're hurting hurts them. When you have unhealed trauma, you are more guarded and suspicious of people, and you treat them with disdain. This is not a fruit of the Spirit, but of the kingdom of Satan. And that kind of self-serving behavior is not tolerated in God's kingdom. He tells us point blank through the scriptures that we should do for others as we would want them to do for us, and to consider others as more esteemed than ourselves, and to give and to do for others joyfully, because God loves a cheerful giver. Sorry, I got dry mouth today. Just because you do something nice for someone doesn't mean that they are required to praise you or treat you special, nor does it give you the right to look down on them or treat them poorly because of their need. Instead, understand that you had the privilege of being the one that God used to bless them. Giving begrudgingly, especially to spite others or shame them in a backhanded way, is sinful because it harms more than it heals. Unhealed trauma can have you using your blessing as a weapon, which is a trait praised in Hollywood, not in God's courts. When God blesses a person, it is a show of His compassion and mercy on humanity, not a slap in the face of your haters. This is because A, God does not consider honorable what humanity considers honorable. He says, "My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts." B, He is showing mercy because all He ever had to do was exist. He didn't have to make or tolerate our disrespect the way that He has. And for that reference, you'll have to read the entire Bible. Trust me, it's there. C, it is His good pleasure to bless and pour out His love and favor on those who need His mercy again. This is something that you can find throughout the Bible. It's not just one story in particular, though if you're looking for specific situations, I would refer you to all of the bad guys in the Bible and the blessings that they had before God passed judgment. D, He does not consider or respect human titles. He blesses whom He chooses to bless, and no man has the right to tell Him no. And that is found in multiple places in the books of Proverbs, Job, Exodus, and throughout the entirety of the Bible in general. He is a patient God who cares for humanity. But the disrespect and misrepresentation will only be tolerated for so long. One day he will come back to put Satan and those who have chosen Satan's side by refusing God's offer of salvation, or who openly oppose him, to a very far place away from God's kingdom. That, by the way, is where hell is. So the main reason that unhealed trauma is a sin is that it... Thank you, amen. Oh shoot, I lost my place. So the main reason that unhealed trauma is a sin is that it causes your heart to harden against what God loves. This is the definition of a hard heart. When the only one whose pain you care about and are concerned about is yours and those you love. And unhealed trauma is the basis for the bitterness that takes root to cause your heart to harden. See, Jesus loved humanity so much that he broke bread at the same table as his enemy, Judas. Even he was offered salvation through Jesus. That was a revelation that made me pause. Personally, I never understood why Jesus did what he did, knowing Judas was his future betrayer. Yet he loved him so much, he loved him as much as the other disciples and kept him close to show his loving mercy in the hopes that it would save him in the end. And the only reason it didn't save Judas like it did Peter was because of his unhealed trauma that kept him from going to God and making amends. In the end, unhealed trauma, shame, and selfishness made him choose eternal death and separation from the one who loved his soul. I know that most of you who watch my channel are not here for selfish reasons, and that even some of you listen to my inspirations and take them to heart. But if you are one of the ones who usually skip these, and you didn't skip this one, no, that wasn't coincidence. That was God tapping you on the shoulder and asking once again, may I come in? Please don't harden your heart today. If there are people who have hurt you, it's okay to feel upset. But take that to God and spend time with him to process that hurt so that you can heal and stop bleeding on those who didn't cut you. Your trauma and the way you fumbled people while you're hurt doesn't disqualify you from God's goodness and mercy. Choosing not to heal and instead taking out your revenge on your own terms might, especially if you stay in that unhealed state willfully. That is when God will give you over to being in a reprobate mind. That is what that word means. It's when you harden your heart and turn away from God permanently, and God allows you. It is not out of spite, but out of understanding that you're refusing to heal. So, with that being said, I know I personally have had to take a lot of time, especially recently, to heal from a lot of the things that I have been going through. And it seems like the whole world is suffering from victim mentality and unhealed trauma that is being perpetuated by psychologists and doctors who are coddling the ego of the nation. And we don't need more coddling in this nation. We need to help people understand themselves and how to heal and to get away from bitterness and anger, because you're not going to heal this country by fighting fire with fire. The side that wants to destroy it is angry. The side that wants to heal it is sad. And I think that both sides need healing before we can ever come together and actually make a difference. But I digress. I have talked so long that my Xbox started to go dark. So why don't we go ahead and stand up and get moving? Because I did not feel like playing Kill It With Fire today. As much as I love that game, I can get burned out on games. And I don't want that happening. So, I figured we'd just goof around on Palworld for a bit and have some fun. Oh my gosh, I was doing horrible yesterday speaking and it's spilling over in today. Okay, so I was on here the last time with my daughter just goofing around. But I'm trying to make it to... Did I defeat all these? I think I did. I'm trying to get to the point where I can come and do this tower over here. Where'd it go? There. Because I finally, and I'm so mad at myself for not having this on stream, by the way. I have finally defeated the Moonflower Tower. And, what's her name? Her and her Saline. Dude, that was intense. Can you not be a turd? Thank you. Dude, that was an intense freaking battle. I will tell you, I did not think I was going to make it when I did. That was a rough one. So, we're trying to get up the ability to come into here. And then I want to find out what level he is. It's a he, right? I think it's a he. Anyway, find out what level this guy is, and then I'm going to train up to get there. So, we're going to go ahead and fast travel. This is a throwaway. I know I'm going to lose my life here. I'm going to get my butt handed to me. That's okay. Wait, can I see what level it is? No, I can't. Wait, there's a hard boss battle mode? When did they put that in? What? Yo, that's cool. Anyway. I just got to thinking about something. Hold on. It might not be a good idea for me to be traveling with, my best armor on. Considering that I'm going to have my cold armor or my regular armor just to be able to go and get my stuff when I die. Process is not my best friend, okay? I know what I want to do, I just don't know the direction I want to go to do it. Which is funny because I've been talking with my daughter lately about, on her computer science, the algorithm and stuff. Oh, it is so much fun. It's literally Pokemon with guns, but it is just so much more than that. But in order to be able to understand it, you'd have to play it. Are you gonna... Oh, that's right. I have the chest settings off on this one. We want to put armors on. I think that should be good. Yeah, because I know I'm going to get my butt handed to me by the Faybreak Tower. I'm only going in there to find out, like, what his level is. Whee! And my bases aren't that awesome, but I have seen some really, really neat builds. Not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, hold it, dork. Alright, you ready to see how battle mechanics work? I knew it was a dude. I love his hair, though, dude. Oh, he's a Viking! Yes! I love it! What do you have? Oh, I want this one. This guy is reportedly very hard to beat. Bjorn and Bastigor. I love the name. Oh my gosh. Alright. Eris, protect me! This is, by the way, the best weapon in my opinion. This sword that I have. Oh, oh. Oh! Okay! Noted. Dude is like hardcore. Oh. No. Stop hitting me. Stop touching me. Oh my goodness! Make it stop! Oh my gosh. Oh. Sir, we can talk about this. Oh, that would have taken me out for sure. Holy biscuits. I need a second. Oh, no, no, no. I said I need a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm still going to try to beat your butt, bruh. Stop following me. Go away. Where's it at? Do I have any ammo? I don't have any ammo. This was not a good idea. Eris! No. I am. Oh! He took it out! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, my weapon. Not the weapon! Oh, goodness. Shoot! Alright. Come on, bruh. He's supposed to be really good in these towers, and he is. But I've gotta, like, really up his level. Come on, bruh. Sir Galahad, kick his butt! No, 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 no. Go away. No. You stay over there. Bro just tried to crit me. Speaking of, listen, man, we can talk about this. No, 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 no. God, help me! Oh no, bro. Come on, Gandalf. Kick butt. Oh my goodness. That's it. Come on. Woo! Getting my workout today, aren't I? Sir? We can talk about this. Come on. That was too close. I do not like it! No, go away. I might have to pull Devin out. Because, Gandalf ain't doing nothing. Come on. Come on! Devin! No! Kick his butt. Come on. Come on. Kick his butt. Oh, shoot. Move! That took out my shields. Dang it. So, for the record, the shields is the blue line above my green health bar. I can't really see it because I got the little streamer thing down there. Oh, no, 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 no. Eris. Dang it. Oh, that hurt. Well, there goes Eris. Yeah, he is like super hard. Hey! Hey! No. Not allowed. Come on, Gandalf. Quit staring at me! No. Get away. Oh, shoot! We're frozen! No! Come on. No. Come on, Galahad. Between you, Gandalf, and Devin, that's all I got. That was so close. I've only got like 3 minutes to do this. I'm not winning. I haven't even taken out half of his health hit. The fluff, man. Bro is too OP. Oh my gosh. No. Rude. Oh. I almost lost my shields again. I'm gonna pull out Devin. Hey, hey, hey. Hey! Rude. He is so tough. He's the toughest one I've had yet. He is on my booty too. Hold on. Oh, whoa. Bad timing. Come on. Oh, he's about ready to do that thing. Yeah, I hate that. With a passion. Come on, Gandalf. No, that's not good. Ow! And I have to have a really good weapon for this too. If I don't beat him this time. Which I know I'm not, because I got like a minute 40 left to do this, and it ain't happening. Come on! Thank you! That's it, Galahad. No, no, no. Absolutely not. Oh, he's doing it. No, 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 no. Holy biscuits, that almost took me out, bro. Oh my gosh. No, I don't have any weapons that can fight him right now. I'm just in here to kind of try and figure out how strong he is and what I'm going to need. I know I'm not winning this. Basically, we're just info seeking. And I'm trying not to lose my, all my pals doing it. 13 seconds. Shoot. There we go. Ah. Oh, am I timed? Yeah. On all of the boss battles, you're timed. My apologies. I have my computer screen farther away than I normally do, so I'm having trouble reading. And I don't have contacts at the moment, and my glasses broke, so I am doing so well. Oh, I am dying. This was a bad option. Hold on. I forgot. I gotta come here first and get the hot stuff before I can get the cool stuff. I think, honestly, that's the only thing that really annoys me, is how you have to have certain armors for certain areas. It's quite obnoxious. I think it's in here. That's the ultra kill. That's not what I needed. Maybe I did leave it up here. I don't know. I did indeed. There it is. Okay. There we go. And then we come back here because we got to get the cold armor out of the Japanese chest upstairs. Okay. Now it's just mad at me. She's like, you made me die. Got good information though. Come on. Settle down. What's up? You kinda in my way, honey. Okay, then we grab that. And I think I'll wait to put that on. Whoops. I forgot I closed that up. And then we come back here. Yeah, so you get to choose how many that you get to have, but it has like recommended settings that will work for it. So you can have up to a certain amount. Like I have mine set to I can have 4 in a world. There we go. And I didn't leave anything? There's nothing left behind? Awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here first. I need to check on my breeding area. They just added a bunch of new stuff too. Like painting. You can paint things now. Like this is not normal. I painted everything here. And I need to there we go. Put those guys away to chill out for a minute. I suppose I could get a different one out and show you. Wouldn't hurt. I gotta find a flyer though. Well, I gotta find a flyer that I have a saddle for. Let me be straight here. Where is Zapdos? Did I like put him out somewhere? I bet you I put him in one of the bases, like a dummy. Alright. Oh, that's not where I wanted you. Thank you. You're gonna come with me. Okay, so I'll show you. This is just one of the bases, and I spent a lot of time on this one. I like this area that I found to put it in, though. Like, you can do all kinds of things with the building on this game. It's really cool. And that's not the only, like, cool thing about it. Like, there is a lot to see. Now, granted, if you're not running it on a new gen Xbox, it's probably going to be really like sketchy. So you can have up to 15 pals in a base. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. And depending on what you want that base to be for, you can specifically build like certain types of bases. Like this one is my breeding base. There are also you can have assembly line bases, or you can have them all in the same area. It all depends on what you want to do. But you have a certain width within which you can put your base, and then everything outside of it, see that blue line right there? Everything outside of that blue line will deteriorate. So the ones that are on the line are fine, but like this right here will eventually deteriorate to the point where I have to repair it. Let me see, what else can I think of? Oh, there is technology points, kind of similar to if you play games like Ark, or as survival games such as that. Then you have prior knowledge to the technology point system. And this is basically for everything that you're going to need to not just build your base, but to accessorize yourself and build up your pals as well. For instance, this right here. This is a beta wave generator. I haven't unlocked this yet because I really haven't wanted to. The alpha wave generator does just as good. There's 2 of these, alpha and beta. This increases the work speed. The other one helps to calm them down. And my pals are really I've been working on their work speed anyway, so it's not like it's going to do much of a boost. So instead of wasting my technology points on that, I've chosen other things. But that doesn't mean that you have to play the same way that I do. That's what's so awesome about this game. It's like Pokemon, only with guns and building. It's cool. All right, let's see how much longer. 5 more minutes. Okie dokie. Oh, except that one doesn't go there. They go there. Yeah, so this is the incubator system that I have installed. Now, these are the breeding farms. And how those work is you have to have a male and female, as you can see, in each of these. Holy beans. These guys are, like, going at it. I think my daughter may have put these 2 together. This seems like some my daughter would have done. That one's full. What about this one? Oh, that's not the right one. It's this one. That one's full too. Oh, here we go. And the really cool part is you can have more than one person playing on your servers as well. And you can play on your friends' servers. Yes, Lovey. Oh, careful. Yeah. So you can set up your bases in most everywhere. I think the only issue would be like placement, because you can't build along walls, which sucks because I would really love it if we could. I don't know why I stood there. We'll tell him on the weekend, okay? You're supposed to be going to sleep, okay? Night night, baby. You can tell him on the weekend, alright? Okay. Night night, baby. So, like, this one originally, I had it placed pretty much over the water. And You can't build over the water yet. I say yet because that doesn't mean that they won't have something out in the near future. And you can't build along walls. Why? Why? I wondered why I wasn't getting the double jump. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead. I love this one. Not bad. Ooh, we got some nice ones. What about this guy? Some okay passive skills here. Not the best. Anyway. Yes. My whole life, I actually grew up in the church, but there's a difference between growing up in the church and knowing of God, and there's a difference between growing up in the church and knowing God. So, if you're wondering, I grew up in the church knowing of God, but it wasn't until I got older that I started to know God personally. Why are you in my inventory? The heck out of here. Why? Not too much longer. Alright, let's do something about this situation here. Definitely don't need that. That's broken, I gotta fix it. Then set that there. Anything else we need to fix? Doesn't look like it. Everything seems to be good. Alright, let's head over to the workbench. We'll come back and get that meteor. Oh my goodness, sweetie. So, when I tell people about God, I try to specifically lean into the factor that when it comes to your faith, it is not a obligation, it is a relationship. The reason why you're struggling right now is because you're trying to see God through a lens that man created, and that's not going to help you. The reason I know this is because I went through it too. And if you would like to get a closer connection with God, my most helpful suggestions to you would be to spend time with Him. This can be done anywhere and at any point in time. You could be doing dishes and just start talking to Him. And you don't have to recite certain incantations or prayers in order to get His attention. He's literally just looking to get to know you. Or rather, I suppose, for you getting to know Him, because He knows you inside and out. And He's trying to reintroduce Himself to you. And so the distance that you're feeling isn't what you think it is. It's not Him walking away from you. It's you realizing that you're craving a deeper connection to Him than what you have been taught. And I thought for the longest time that I was just falling. I was failing. My faith was going, and I was just going to fail God and not make it to heaven. And then He explained it to me in a way that I began to understand that the salvation part wasn't my job. My job wasn't even to go and spread the gospel right away. My job was to get to know God intimately, to be able to represent Him correctly. It says in the Bible to seek first the kingdom of God. And the best ways to do that are to read the Bible, pray, and fast. But if you're reading the Bible just to read the Bible and not actually asking God questions when you're reading, then you're not getting the full effect of the Bible itself. So anytime you're fasting to empty yourself of your own thoughts, your own will, and your own understanding. You're literally saying to God, I am taking and pausing my life because I need to hear from you. He takes notice of this, not because you're hurting yourself, but because you're opening yourself up to the fact that you're no longer so focused on your own will, your own thoughts, and your own motives. Now you're focused on God. What are His thoughts on it? What are His motives? What is His feelings on it? And as you start to grow closer to Him, you'll start to get, I don't want to call it a disdain for this world. You'll just start seeing it for what it really is, and you'll start shying away from the things that, not that make you unhappy, but that make God unhappy. And it's not because you hate the people or their ideas. It is because you realize that what man considers to be good isn't nearly as good as they consider it to be. My whole life, I listened to pastors and preachers, and I always left feeling empty, like I was missing a part of that whole relationship, and I felt guilty about it. I will be honest. I felt really, really, really guilty for a very long time, even up to recently. And that comes from unhealed church trauma. It comes from not understanding God and His heart. There are two greatest commandments according to Jesus. And if you've read the scriptures, you know what I'm talking about. It's where a gentleman asks him, what's the two greatest commandments if I were to only, or what is the greatest commandment if I were to only follow one commandment, which one would be the one that you would recommend? And he said, well, there's actually two, and they're mostly in the same group together, and that's to love God with all your heart, mind, and strength. And the second one is like it, and that is to love your neighbor as yourself. And so I spent, and this is not a joke, I spent an entire year and a half, over the last year and a half, trying to understand what that meant. Because it bothered me that that was his response. Like, he asked him for one and he gave him two. Why two? That's because of what I said earlier. God doesn't have to do what He does for us. If all He ever did was create us, He's done more than enough. If all He ever did was sacrifice Jesus on the cross to save us, He's done more than enough. The amount of disrespect that He gets in general comes from the fact that we have, as a society, steered away from being concerned about God in our lives and being more concerned about what He's doing for us in our lives. And it's that kind of self-centered ideology that has led many people to becoming very, very depressed. When all you ever think about is yourself, it's a very lonely world, very sad. And I've seen it so many times over and over and over again, even in my own life. For a while, I was trying to figure out what was wrong with me. And I know that they're doing studies and stuff now on this, on gratitude and, charity and being grateful and cheerful when you give and stuff like that. That's stuff that you can literally find in Proverbs and Psalms. and in Job. Heck, you can find Jesus talking about it in places like the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapters 22 through 24. It's been a while since I've read that one, so don't quote me on the exact place where it is. But, yeah. I don't know if that helps any, but if it does, then I'll have done my job for the day. I suppose the simple answer that I could have given you was you just need to focus on getting closer to God. It sounds so dumb, so simple, but it is so very important. Which one of these? This one. Yay, I have enough. Now I need to go make ammo anyway. There. Oh yeah, I have enough to do a bunch of them. Fantastico. Oh wait, I don't have my splatterina. I need my splatterina. Yes, they are done. No, that's not where I wanted him. I hate that. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to, what have I been playing? Minecraft. Why did my brain go blank? Anyway. I did want to say something real quick. The church and a lot of religious leaders use shame to try and goad you into doing what they want. And please understand that God does not want you to feel ashamed. He doesn't want you to feel like you have to stay away from him either. And you know what? That's okay to stop to talk about your struggles. In fact, he would rather you unload all of your issues on him and be honest about your feelings. Like, even if you're mad at him for some reason, please, by all means, he can handle it. He's not going to get offended. He understands the emotions behind what you're feeling because he was there. And I've been kind of dealing a lot with that realization that, you know, everything that I've been through, he knows what I'm going through, and he understands, and he's not coming down on me for going through those things and having the emotions that I am having. He's telling me, look, you need to sit down with me and take some time and understand your emotions from my perspective and what I'm seeing it as, so that you can stop and see it for what it really is. A moment in your life where you felt weak and God came in and strengthened you. And when you start to understand that it's not about this sounds so bad. It's not about you. It's not about what you're doing in your life. It's about what God's doing in your life. So if you're struggling with sin, then the best thing you can do is spend time with God. Because the more time that you spend with God, the more you understand him. And the more you understand him, the closer you become. And the closer that you become, the more you want to be like him. And the more you want to be like him, the more you are. It's like when your kids spend time with you, or you spend time with your best friend, and then the two of you start to act like each other. That's what that is. You spend so much time explaining and being part of God's life and explaining yourself to God that he actually actively sits there and talks to you. And it's a level that not very many Christians are able to get to. And it's not because of self-centeredness necessarily. It's because we've been taught to go to God the wrong way. They want you to go to him saying the Our Father prayer. That was never meant to be a prayer that we were supposed to pray on a daily basis. It was an outline for the idea behind the emotions and the position that we're supposed to go to God in. So when he says, Our Father who art in heaven, I always go to God and I call him Abba. He has always been my Abba. That is Hebrew for Papa or Daddy. So he's my sky daddy, yes. And I have no issue saying that. I don't give a crap who makes fun. He is my sky daddy because he's always been there for me in ways that no other person has. But when you continue on in the prayer, it says, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. When you come to God, you don't necessarily have to be like, oh Lord, you're so great and so wonderful. That praise should come out of acknowledgement, not out of necessity. So it's Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. We're supposed to be bringing the kingdom of God here on earth. And the kingdom of God consists of many different dimensions that if you study the epistles, like the letters that Paul wrote to the churches and the letters of, was it Peter? Yes, Peter and John. You start to get a real feel for the essence of what the gospel was truly about. And especially if you go through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and look at Jesus' life, you can see that he was about bringing compassion and joy and peace and healing and understanding. And he desired to bring healing to the people. So it wasn't necessarily supposed to be one of those things where we were supposed to recite the Lord's Prayer and do 5 Hail Mary type things. We're not even supposed to come to him under a certain pretense other than we're coming to bear all before him. To lay down everything and surrender the things that we've been trying to control and have no control over, and even the things that we do have control over. Because God is not looking for you to do it perfect. He's looking for you to let him work in and through you. And that's something that's extremely important to understand. God is never going to judge you for you being human. I completely forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I remember now. I was coming up here to finish these. Holy biscuits, 695? I'll take it. Wait. Right? You are not taking the long way around when I literally put you right in front of it. Are you broken? Girl. Where did she go? Okay. Anyway. Yeah. This game, I swear. There you are. Goodness. Frickin' pals disappearing on me, man. Oh. I let go. That's another thing. Okay. There's a couple of things that I wish that they would change. One is the armor, the needing the armor, different armors for the different climates. The other is the having to hold down the X button. It's fine if it's on a computer because you can like set something on the key and walk away. However, you can't do that with an Xbox controller. So I'm stuck sitting here doing this with them if I want it done within a decent amount of time. I mean, that was 650 freaking bullets. Hey, no way I'm sitting here for 5 minutes. I'm streaming, man. fluff that. It is. I'll admit. Although, I will admit it does open up the options for having some pretty cool looking armors. Which they have... I don't know if you've ever played Tides of Terraria, but they have a crossover with Ultra Kill and Tides of Yep, we're doing a Porky Pig impression again. Hold on one second. Tides of Terraria crossover. Yay, we're done. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nimble freaking Palworld. Pokemon. The frick, man. Okay. Gosh, I don't even know what to do at this point. I think I might come back over here. Maybe mess with the Genin over here. Yeah, I feel like beating these guys up for a minute. What's funny is I think they're all women. But I can't be certain. Let's see, who do I want to use? Should I use Eris? Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'll use Eris. Let's see, we'll get about... There we go. Ow! He just shot me! What? Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was him. I was gonna say, Eris, you good? Are we glitching again? I love doing that. And then I just stand here and watch them get their butts beat. Ow! He shot me. When did you shoot me? You get some pretty good loot from this one. That's why I always come here. Ow. Ow! That's rude. That Crowzero, man. Oh, it's a Crowzero knocked and I freaking kill it, you dummy! I wanted to catch that one. It's one of the ones I don't have yet. I love this gun. Prickster? There's a Prickster here? This sword is literally too OP, I swear. And I worked so hard to get it too. I had to go through the Terraria dungeon like almost 10 times just to get it. No, wait, I think I actually went more than 10 times just to get it. It's so good. I did not even see you there. There's a whole 2 of you. Oh! One other thing that's kind of funny about this is you can catch people. Oh. What do you mean a better sphere? Fine. You're kidding. Worked that time. But yeah, you can catch him. I knew he wasn't going to stay in there, but yeah. Let's see. Alright, I know for a fact... Oh. I didn't mean to do that, but alright. I know for a fact that there are still some people in there. Harris is glitching so bad. I do like the way that they set these up. However, I wish that you could like loot these because you can't. You can destroy them, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you anything. It's just there. There's a guy in here. I know there is. Where is he at? Oh yeah, the frog chair makes frog noises, by the way. And yes, I did unlock the frog chair because I love frogs, okay? Oh, didn't know about this entrance. Fun shit. You would think I would. Are they stuck in the floor? Oh no, wait, there's a dip down there. Never mind. Ow! Rude. Eris, you're of no help right now. Okay. Got that cleared out. They did not see that coming, I guess. Like, oh, that sounds like people dying outside. I'm just gonna sit here in this room and wait for this person to come. Okay. Dumb ways to die. Speaking of, I think I may have caught this man on the John. Whoops. My bad. Oh! Rude. I don't think he liked that. Listen, man, it's not my fault. You're on the John when there's a raid going on. It's not my fault. Oh, those guys are horrible. Is he praying at the chest? It's so much fun when you can catch these guys. I know, right? He didn't even wipe. That's so gross. He didn't wash his hands. Nothing. Just immediate. Can you imagine all the poop particles on that sword hilt? Alright. Have fun. Drive by. We have the Genine and the Jonine. Low key, I want to do some, it is a horrible way to die. I want to do some Palworld cosplay though, and I want to do the Jonine, because that mask is sick. And I know where I can find one. I was gonna go down there, but that guy isn't really, well, I'm bored. I want some action too! Yeah, but check these masks out, dude. They're so cool! I wish I could... There we go. Get you. Ow! Why? I'm trying to look at something. Go away. Oh, this one's positioned better. Tell me that wouldn't be a freaking awesome mask to have on stream. That getup's so cool. Anyway. Hello, friend. You look so sad. Do not worry, I have come to rescue you. By the way. I got a kinship peach. Nice. Be very careful when you open those and close them. I got teleported to the top up there and I couldn't get out. There's still some glitches in the game. As you can see. Ow! Where'd you go? Oh, they died. Okay. Cool. Don't need the ice support whistle. And I'm pretty sure that we got everything else. Musical doors! Starting to turn into a Scooby-Doo episode. And I think I got everything. If I remember correctly, that's everything. Well, we had our fun there. Oh, it's the Chilla Ignis. I like those guys. They're cute. Really sweet, too. They don't attack you unlike some of the other pals. That's a stone. Oh, like this guy. This guy's cool. It's like he moves around on his tail. It's really cool to watch. Oh, dude, my favorite episodes of Scooby-Doo were some of the original episodes with, like the Globetrotters and Batman. Those were the good OG episodes, dude. I grew up on that stuff. I'm dating myself now. Let's see, level 50? An ultimate smear. Smear? Ultimate smear from you. Good gravy. Gotcha. They're dancing. Hi, cutie. Or are we all glitched? Dang. That means I'm gonna have to hop off for it to get right. Makes sense, though. Well, before my game decides to shut off on me... Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about the freaking Three Stooges crossover, bro. That was one of my favorites. Oh my gosh. Larry, Moe, and Curly, bro. The freaking amazing trio of comedy. Them and Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? Some good stuff right there. But I digress. Alas, 'tis time to end the stream, my friends. We have had a lot of fun today. Well, a lot of talking. But I consider that to be fun personally. So, with that being said, I do hope to see you all again next time. I will hopefully be back tomorrow. I will not make any guarantees anymore. I'm tired of making guarantees and letting y'all down. That's not fair. So, I will hopefully be back tomorrow night. I may or may not have another inspiration for you. But if I don't, that just means that we're just there to all have fun. So, with that being said, I hope that you all have a great night. God bless, peace, and be happy, fam. Bye.